Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Casey. I wanted to wish you a very happy Halloween, and I am here today with a Halloween tutorial. Now this doesn't really look like, typical like Halloween kind of look, but let me explain. This is supposed to be reminiscent of Farrah Fawcett. Yes, I know. I am doing this Halloween tutorial as a collab with my two friends, Carrie McHale and the Blush and Brunette here on YouTube. We are doing a Charlie's Angels themed Halloween collab tutorial kind of deal. And the point behind all this is for those of you who want to do something fun for Halloween but don't necessarily want to have to go out and buy extra things and like costumes and makeup and all this stuff, just something that you could do with the things you already have. So if you have long blonde hair, why not be Farrah Fawcett, you know? So basically, I just googled pictures of her and this is what I came up with. From what I can gather, I think her look is just based on tan skin, so I have self-tanner on my face. I'm too lazy to do my arms, so just ignore that. And very bronzy skin, just like a lot of bronzer. It looks really natural though. And then of course the hair. Now this isn't exactly like her hair, but I do show you how I get the gist of this at the end of the video, so stay tuned if you want to see that and just get an idea of how you can get kind of some wild crazy hair like she had. And I think that's it. So definitely look in the info bar and I will list the other girls' channels and their videos. You should definitely go over and take a peek and subscribe. And if you have dark hair, there's two options for you. One has shorter hair, one has longer hair, just like Charlie's Angels. So there is something for just about everyone. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to see how I transformed myself into my version of Farrah Fawcett, then just keep watching. Okay guys, to start out this Farrah Fawcett look, I'm just going to start with my foundation. And I'm just applying this with a beauty blender, and that is going to ensure that I get a really natural look, but still this is a full coverage foundation. So your skin will look like skin, it will just look like good skin. I'm going to come back to the skin in just a minute, but I'm going to work on the eyes. And I'm going to take this medium matte brown shade with a really fluffy blending brush. And I'm just applying this all over the crease area in the midsection of my eye. And next I'm going to go in with a little bit deeper of a brown shade. It's still matte with a smaller blending brush. And I'm just going to apply this to the outer corner for some added depth and dimension. And then I'm just going back with that blending brush with no additional product on it to just blend out those lines so we don't have any harsh edges. For my lid color, I'm going to mix this gold with like this pinky champagne kind of color and just apply that on the remainder of the lid. It looked like she always had like a shimmery lid color. And then for the brow bone highlight, I'm just going to use this really natural matte cream shade. This is totally universal no matter what decade you're trying to go for. And for the upper lash line, I'm just going to smudge any black eyeliner along the upper lashes. This is a really pigmented one, so I'm going to go in with that brown shade again and just smudge over that liner for a softer look. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take a bronzy brown pencil, and one thing I did consistently notice with her look is she had a really smoky, like outer third lower lash line in every picture I saw of her. So I'm going to take that pencil brush again and smoke that liner out just on the outer part. And her lashes always look really natural, so I'm just going to use this pair of falsies and just apply those with my Revlon lash glue, and I'm just attaching those to the corners right there. And then I'm going to move back to the skin and work on my under eyes. So first I'm going to use a corrector, and this one is really yellow based. I just find that I prefer that for myself, and I'm using that same beauty blender and just blending that in. And then I'm just going to go in with some concealer and further cancel out my dark circles. And next I'm just going to set my under eyes with a really loose, really finely milled powder, just so my concealer doesn't budge or crease. And then I'm going to set the rest of my face with a powder foundation, and by using a big fluffy brush, I'm not going to get as much coverage out of it. I just kind of want to set my foundation and maybe add a little bit of coverage at the same time. And then I'm just kind of touching my lashes with some mascara, and now is the most important part besides the hair, and that is the bronzer. So this one has a little bit of a sheen to it, and I'm using a duo fiber brush so that I can really build up the product but go lightly, and I'm applying that everywhere that the sun would hit your face. And she is very, very bronzed, but it looks very natural. So I'm going across the bridge of my nose, cheekbones, forehead, neck, all that. And then for the blush, I'm going to apply this shimmery kind of peachy bronze color, and I'm applying it to the apples and sweeping it back, and it's just going to add to that bronzy look. And I'm not going to use a highlighter just because this blush is really shimmery. And then for the lips, I'm just going to apply this kind of terracotta kind of lip color. It looks like this is kind of what she had in most of the pictures I saw, and I'm going to lighten it up with just a little bit with a light shimmery gloss. Alright guys, so all I've done so far is just curl my hair with a 1-inch curling iron. Got this one's from Sally's. It's called Helen of Troy. And so I just have this last strip right here, and I figured I would show you what I've been doing, because I feel like the most important part to the hairstyle are like the parts that frame the face. And I just flat don't know how to do the whole like feather thing where it goes like back in a big curl and like roll and all that. But I've seen some pictures of her where her hair is just kind of wild. So that's what I'm gonna go for. So gonna grab a section, and you wanna make sure to curl it away from your face. And I go down about that far and curl that up and hold it there for just a few seconds, and that's really gonna give you like a defined curl close to your head. And I just move it down, curl it back up, and do that until I get to the end of the strand. And I'll show you what that will give you. Okay, and then for this last section, the bangs. Normally I would not do this to my bangs, but I'm gonna just do the exact same thing just to make them as wild as possible. Oops. This curling iron's really old. It doesn't even clamp down all the way. Okay, just gonna tousle all that. And of course it flies straight to the lipstick. I feel like the more you fool with it, the bigger it gets. So I'm really gonna try to make it big and wild, kind of crazy. Well, that's about the best I can do, you guys. So this is my Farrah Fawcett look. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's super easy. You don't need anything extra than, you know, the things you already have. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a very safe and happy Halloween, and look in the info bar. As always, I'll have the products listed down there that I use, as well as my Twitter and Instagram links. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!